good morning. Welcome
Yeah,
to Native Camp.
good morning.
My name is Angie, and what is your name, please?
My name is Koki.
Cookie. It's nice to meet you, Cookie.
Yeah, nice to meet you too.
How are you today? How is your morning so far, if I may ask?
Today I woke up at 5 a.m. and
Hmm.
after that I I took my dog to working.
Walking outside.
Yeah, working outside and I after that I came home and I slept again. Yeah,
Nice.
and I've just woke up, so I feel a little bit sleepy now.
Yeah, yeah. I can relate to you. Me either. Okay. So have you already taken your breakfast?
Sorry?
Have you already eaten your breakfast?
Yes, I have.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you so much, Cookie, for letting me know about your morning. So, yeah, before we start, I just want to check my audio and video. Can you hear and see me very well?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so how about my speaking pace? Is it too fast, too slow, or just okay?
It's just okay.
Okay, that's perfect. Now, as I can see here, you've chosen Daily News category Asia, Chapter 7, Investment Scams, total 10 billion yen in 1 month. Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct.
Okay, thank you so much, Koki, for for confirming the textbook. Now, are you ready to get started?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's have this one. Please repeat after me the lesson title. Investment scams total 10 billion yen in 1 month.
Investment scams total 10 billion yen in 1 month.
Okay, that's right. Now let's move on to words and phrases. So here we have two kinds of pronunciation. Which do you prefer, Koki, the US or the UK one?
I prefer the US one.
Okay, so let's have the US pronunciation. Let's learn some of the words that are used in the article. Let's have the first word.
Genuine.
Genuine.
All right, so let's have the sample sentence. Please repeat after me. The jewelry is made from genuine gold.
The jewelry is made from genuine gold.
Okay, that's right. Now, Koki, do you want to have making a sentence or do you want to skip it?
I want to make my own sentences.
All right, so please make a sentence using the word genuine.
Okay. Mm, it is difficult to buy the genuine classic art because uh, I, I'm not familiar with the difference with difference between the fake and genuine ones.
All right, so just hold a second. With the fake and genuine ones. Okay, so just hold a second. I will. Okay. Okay, so did you say it is difficult to buy genuine classic arts because I'm not familiar with the difference between
Mm-hmm.
a fake and genuine.
Mm.
Okay, just hold a second. Okay, I will send it to the chat box. Please check if I type it correctly here.
Yes, it's correct. Mm.
Okay, very good. So your sentence is correct. Okay, thank you so much on that. Okay, so there's nothing to modify about it. Okay, thank you so much. Now let's move on to second one.
Follower.
Follower.
All right, so let's have the sample sentence. His ex-followers grew quickly.
His ex-followers grew quickly.
Okay, now please make a sentence using the word follower.
Okay. Uh, I have uh, I have an X account of my dog, and I make uh, some effort to acquire a lot of followers.
Okay, and I make some effort to acquire some followers. Is it okay? Am I right?
Yes.
Some followers. Just hold a second. Okay. Mhm. Just hold a second, please. Okay, so did you say I have an extra tones? Tons tones. Okay, I will type. I will send it to the chat box right there. Did I type it correctly?
Extra tons? No, I have an account of my. I have an X account.
X account.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. I have an X account. Okay, I thought done. Just hold a second. Okay, so you said I have an X account of my dog and I make some effort to acquire some follower.
Hmm.
Okay, very good. Just hold a second. Mhm. Okay, we will just add letter S to the word follower. Okay, it's gonna be followers. Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So here, can you see the changes? I have an X account of my dog, and I make some effort to acquire some followers.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much at that. Now let's move on to the third word.
Majority.
Majority.
Okay, so let's have the sample sentence. A majority of people prefer coffee.
Majority of people prefer coffee.
Okay, now please make a sentence using the word majority.
Okay. The majority of students that a student in my university uh, go to the master degree.
Mm-hmm. Master degree.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, so just hold a second. I will finish typing your sentences.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Okay, you said the majority of students in my university go to the master degree. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, so your sentence is almost correct, but okay, so here I will type it. Okay, so but I think it is better. Or however, we need to modify some of the words to make it better. Okay,
Okay.
so I think you are referring to this one. So instead of saying the majority of students in my university go to the master degree, we can actually say the majority of students at my university pursue a master's degree. There,
Pursue.
yeah, pursue instead of using go to.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much at that. Now, do you have any questions so far?
That's okay.
All right. So yeah, so far so good. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one.
Mistakenly.
Mistakenly.
All right. Very good. Now let's have the sample sentence. She mistakenly called the wrong number.
She mistakenly called the wrong number.
Okay. Very good. Now please make a sentence using the word mistakenly.
Mm, mm. Sometimes I mistakenly buy something I already I have already bought.
Okay. Just hold a second. Okay. So you said sometime I mistakenly. Okay, just hold a second, please. Okay, you said sometimes I mistakenly uh Sometimes I mistakenly buy something I have already bought. Am I right?
Uh, I have already bought.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay, very good on that. So yes, your sentence is correct. Okay,
Mm.
just hold a second. Mm, I sometimes wait, why here. Okay, thank you so much. Your sentence is correct. There is nothing to modify about it.
Mm.
Okay, so now let's move on to the last one.
scheme,
Scheme.
All right, so let's have the sample sentence again. The scheme was a trick to steal money.
The scheme was a trick to steal money.
Okay, now please make a sentence using the word scheme.
Hmm. To acquire a lot of money, it is uh, important to uh, define the scheme before.
Okay, define the scheme. Okay, just hold a second, please. Okay, so you said to acquire a lot of money, it is important to define the scheme before.
Yeah, not yes. That I think it is better to use uh,
Mhm.
in advance.
Okay, so in advance, but yes, that is correct. So you said here to require a lot of money. We can also use the in advance and also beforehand.
Yeah,
Okay, okay, just hold a second. I will. Mhm.
beforehand.
Yeah, it also means in advance.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay, just hold a second, please.
Mm.
Oops. Okay, so we are done with words and phrases here, Koki. So overall feedback. So you impressed me by how you use different words and different sentences correctly and precisely. Okay, so that's a great job. Okay,
Okay.
so do you have any questions so far before we move into the next?
I have one question about the
Mm-hmm.
scheme.
All right.
So scheme, I thought uh, scheme is
Mm-hmm.
just alternative word for plan or the strategy or framework, but as looking at this uh,
Mm-hmm.
word and the Japanese translation, this
Okay.
word means the plan for the bad thing, like a scam
Okay.
or something. Yeah, so is it used
Mm-hmm.
for the in the context of the bad thing or
I Yes, yes, you are correct. So scheme can it is merely same with the word plan, but
mm,
it is depend on the sentence. All right,
oh
so depend on the purpose or on what you are or on what is your purpose. It can mean a plan or program designed to achieve something like
mm,
that, system or design, something like that.
no,
Okay.
okay, okay.
All right. So do you have any more questions?
So we're so good.
All right. Thank you so much on that. Now let's move on to comprehension part. Please look at the direction.
Mm, okay.
Done?
Yes.
All right, so let's check the questions that you will have to answer later. Please look at the questions as I read them twice. Okay, the first question is, how much higher than 2023 were the number of cases of theft using social media platforms in Japan between January and April 2024? Again, how much higher than in 2023 were the number of cases of theft using social media platforms in Japan between January and April 2024? And number two, what age group was most affected? Again, what age group was most affected? And three, what other type of scamming is becoming more frequent? Again, what other type of scamming is becoming more frequent? Okay, so now let's move on to listen to the article. Let's listen to the audio and it starts now.
Investment scams total 10 billion yen in 1 month. There were 8 times as many cases of theft using social media platforms in Japan between January and April 2024 than in the same months of 2023. The National Police Agency received more than 2,500 complaints in the first 4 months of the year. The charges of fraud were made against online thieves who had stolen money from people who thought they were participating in genuine money-making opportunities. The thieves used images of well-known and well-trusted celebrities and experts to persuade followers that chances to invest money were real. Several people lost 1 million yen each. The majority of victims were over 50 years of age. Nearly 27% of people who mistakenly invested in the schemes were over 60. Almost 25% of them were in their 50s, and just over 20% of people losing money to these fraudsters were in their 70s. Most people lost less than 5 million yen. Although both men and women were equally at risk, the thieves used different social media platforms to target the two genders. Men generally replied to advertisements on Facebook and Line, while women were fooled more by advertisements on Instagram and websites. Another way social media scammers stole money during the first few months of the year was to trick members of dating apps into believing they were in a genuine relationship. They then persuaded their partner to lend them large sums of money. In total, more than 8 billion yen were stolen using dating sites. Romance scamming is becoming more frequent.
Okay, so do you want to listen one more time, Cookie?
That's enough.
Okay, so now let's move on to answer the question. So here I will be reading again all the question and please say your answers out loud. Okay, let's start with the question number one. How much higher than in 2023 were the number of cases of theft using social media platforms in Japan between January and April 2024?
There were 8 times as many cases of theft using social media platform in Japan between January and April 2024 than in the same months of 2023.
All right, very good. Your answer is correct. Okay, thank you so much on that. Now let's move on to question number two. What age group was most affected?
Uh, Over 50 years old age were most affected.
Affected. Okay, very good. That is also correct. So people over 50 years of age were most affected. Okay, so now let's move on to the last question. What other type of scamming is becoming more frequent?
Romance scamming is becoming more frequent.
Oh, that's right. Very good. So romance scamming is becoming more frequent. Okay, very good. Koki, thank you so much for answering all the questions correctly. Now let's move on to the next part or next activity, which is the read out. So here, please read out the article and you may start now.
We can skip this part because we ran out
Okay.
of time.
All right, no problem. So let's have the discussion part. So here I will be reading all questions, then you can answer freely or I'll open the answer key to have better idea of how to answer. And let's have the question number one. Do you think more should be done to educate older people about scams on the internet and on social media? Why do you feel this way?
Uh, Yes, I totally agree with this statement. Because, yeah, like this article said, the majority of victim is people of older ages, and
Mm-hmm.
they're, I think they are not familiar with the investment. Yeah, from my perspective, I think my mother and my father is are not familiar with that kind of thing, because when I ask them whether uh, they are investing something or not, they answered no, and they don't have the, yeah, um, account for investment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, yeah, mostly older people are not familiar with that kind of thing, so yeah, they need education. And of
Yes.
course, I need education. Yeah, because my in Japan, during the uh, education system, like
Mm-hmm.
elementary school or junior high school, uh, don't teach um, students about the money system in
Oh.
Japan. Yeah, so it is pain point. I think it is pain point or the weak point of Japanese people. So yeah, I I wish I could get the knowledge from the school.
Oh, I see. So that is a good one. So, you mentioned earlier that your parents,
Hmm.
have they ever been scammed before?
No, they haven't. Yeah, because they are very mm, cautious.
That's
So
right.
too cautious to invest. So yeah, like genuine investment, they do not i- do like genuine investment. So they are they're not scammed.
Oh, that's a good practice. So they are cautious and they are
Yeah.
aware of scammers online.
Mm.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, very good. And that's so thank you so much, Koki, for sharing your thoughts. Now I will be sending you the sample answers. You can check it later.
Okay.
Okay, there. So now let's move on to question number two. Would you ever invest money after reading an article on social media platform or website? What could be a good or bad about it?
Mm, yes. Sometime actually I invest money after reading an article or
Mm,
the social media, the post on social media. Yeah, but this is from my perspective, this is a good thing because I do actually the genuine investment by utilizing the genuine investment account.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely it is not scam. So just I acquire just the information of some
Mm-hmm.
stock share price.
Yes,
Stock
that's right.
share stock share price of some company is skyrocketing, or yeah, something like that. So I correct I collect that kind of informations, and yeah, after that sometime actually I invest the company. So yeah, I use social media to correct information about,
Okay.
yeah, to collect correctly.
Okay, so you used to review first the reputation of one
Mm.
website or one company before investing.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. So have you ever be scammed before?
No, I haven't. Yes.
Mhm.
Mm. No, I haven't.
Okay. Okay, that's a good thing.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Because nowadays it's really hard to earn money. That's why we have
Uh,
to be more aware and more cautious and
yes.
more we have to double check
Mm.
the website or whatever is the thief using for
Yeah.
scams. For scam. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. Now I will be sending you the sample answer here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there. So now let's move on to the next one. Okay, do you agree that legislation to protect people from online scam is not good enough?
Yeah, I agree with that statement. Japanese
Mm-hmm.
government doesn't offer the enough thing to protect people, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I I think Japanese government should state much more about the scam
Yeah,
online. Yeah,
yeah, and we have to be more responsible.
yes.
Okay, thank you.